What is going on, y'all? Welcome to Forex with Tai Kai. I have some amazing things in store for you guys. I'm actually sitting here at the table. We are at the Mastermind Chicago takeover with seven-figure earner and also the highest paid IML Mastery Academy educator, Stevenson Lindor. And I also have all these great platinum leaders with me. How you guys doing? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get you guys a special treat, okay? I'm actually gonna be we're gonna be asking Stevenson Lindor some key questions and actually pick his brain so that way we can figure out, how does a chairman 10 think? He's about to be a chairman 25. We need to figure out how he thinks so we can think that way and also become a multi-millionaire, okay? We have so many great minds here. We got so many great things in store. So go ahead and grab your pen and piece of paper. We're about to ask these questions. We're about to get in his brain and we're about to figure out what we have to do to become chairmen and also multi-millionaires and also successful being traders, guys. So go ahead and take it to him. We're about to get it started. Let's go. Let's go. We out here with the squad, Chicago Mastermind Takeover. Yes. What's going on, y'all? Back. I am actually sitting at the table, y'all. We are about to go ahead and get this thing started. Like I said, I have seven-figure trading earner Stevenson Lindor here right now. We're about to ask him some questions, guys. But I also wanted to point out that almost everybody at this table are platinum leaders. Woo. Like literally, we're platinum leaders asking chairmen how we can get to chairmen. So if you're a platinum leader, this is exactly the video that you need, because we're sitting at the table with nothing but platinum leaders. Obviously, we have our chairman 10, almost chairman 25, but we're actually picking his brains because we want to go from platinum to chairman as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start it off, guys. Just let us know a little bit about you, who you are, and why you start doing Forex.
I like that. I like this, man. I just wanted to point that out. But yeah, so I'm excited to be here. We're in Chicago. So pretty much, my story is pretty simple. I was born and raised in New York. My family comes from humble beginnings. They came from a third world country. And, you know, they were really like on my ass. Like my parents were really tough on me. Like literally that was like my segment on my Go Live tonight. And, you know, they taught me how to be tough. They taught me like, yo, life is not going to be fair. Like, you got to really work hard for what you want, right? So, you know, I played sports. That kept me out of, like, you know, the gang life and violence and drugs and all that stuff like that. I went to school. I did exactly what society told me to do. My parents, my coach, everybody was pretty much older than me. I went to school, one of the best business schools in New York, graduated. I worked for a top investment firm on Wall Street. That only lasted 90 days because the entire market collapsed in 2008. And then at that point, I was like, all right, I don't want to keep jumping from like job to job for the next like 20, 30 years. Because honestly, like that's what people do, right? Like currently right now, we're in a recession. There's like 50 million people currently unemployed, looking for the next job and the next job. I was like, yo, I don't want to live like that. I wanted to have control of my life. So, you know, I started dabbling, looking for online opportunities, and then I stumbled upon like trading. And when I saw trading, I immediately got attracted to it because one, it didn't require a lot of capital. So specifically with Forex trading, what I love, you can come in with like just a couple $100, and with the right information, the right skill set, you can literally change your life. And that's exactly what I did. And the great part about it is that now I get to share this with so many other people, and it's been like life rewarding. So that's literally how I got started. That's my backstory, and you know, trying to take this to the moon.
I feel you. Very well said. We're actually gonna go around the table, guys. Everybody's gonna ask a different question. So we're gonna go ahead and start with you. What question can you ask a multi-millionaire trader?
What is one question that you would want your younger self to ask someone in your position now?
That's a good one. I've never been asked that. That was a good one.
That is a good question. We're getting deep. We're picking his brain, y'all. We're picking his brain.
What would my younger self ask me?
Yes.
This time? Sheesh. Like, how young we talking about? Like, I have different stages. You know what I'm saying?
There's levels to this.
Yeah, there's levels.
2010.
2010.
10 years ago.
so I was 24, so I was completely lost. So at that point, I'm like looking for direction. So what I would have asked myself now is like, am I going to be okay? Because I was really lost in 2010. Like, life was depressed. You got to understand, like, the market collapsed in 2008. Remember, that lasted for like a few years. People were struggling. I'm talking about I was on unemployment for like over a year, and then unemployment ran out, and then I was just like dead broke, no income coming in, nobody wanted to hire me. So like seriously, I had to ask my like annoying ass little cousin like if she can take me to Playland, you know, pay for everything. I was really low. And if I would have asked me now, I'd been like, yo, did we make it? Did we make it? Because this right now is not looking good. So like, I'm just being honest. You picked a good year too, 2010. That's like seriously my question, yo. Did we make it? Oh, we made it. All right. I'm like, damn, life is good. But honestly, like seriously, my thought process back then, I'm just looking for hope. I'm looking for Jesus. I'm looking for everybody. I'm just like, people looking for me now. Did we make it? That's it. So clearly we made it. So just keep going on. But that's what I would have asked. Like seriously, if I was 24 years old.
That's real. My question I got for you. When you first started trading, right? Like what was like some like the obstacles that you had to overcome? The stars. Yeah. What's some obstacles that you had? Or you know. What like finally clicked for you when trading? Like, you know what? This works, and I'm gonna keep running this same play until let's say I'm to where you are now.
So basically, the obstacle that I ran, because like I said, when I first started trading, actually I told you, I think I mentioned, I started with binary, right? Because binary started taking off, right? So I started off with binary. I remember I put in like $5 grand. This was like 2014, and I was like, because binary is, you know, it's time-based. So you make money quick. So I put $5 grand. I put my first trade in like $500 because I was listening to the broker that they suggested for me. Because they usually, when you set up binary accounts back in the day, you get a rep. And based on how much you drop in there, they call the signals for you, right? But I didn't know it was a setup. So she gave me like 3 nice trades. And yo, they really set me up. They gave me this badass representative. Like seriously, like she looked good. It's like, oh, I got you. I'll make sure you're straight. I said, oh yeah? I was like, damn, I bet. You professional, yeah. She gave me my first trade. She's like, put $500 down. I put $500. That thing turned into like $1,250. I was like, yo, this is lit. I was like, what's the next trade? Like, the next trade. Ran it up to like $8 grand, yo. I swear, I'm like, I love you. I'm like, yo, I love you. You're gonna change my life. When I come to London, I'm gonna take care of you. Yo, when I say she hustled me, she hustled me. As soon as I got to like 15K, the next 4 trades she gave me, wiped out. I'm like, yo, set me up, yo. What's up with these trades? I couldn't find her. I'm like, oh, it's a scam, yo. So I was like, yo, I gotta learn this myself. So I put down like another like few $1,000s, and I'm like, all right, cool. I'm trading on 1 minute on binary, and just like I would miss my you know, I'd be up like, yo, 10 more seconds, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, and then it reverse. I'd be like, oh shit, let me run this again. Lost money. I was like, yo, all right, this is too stressful. I gotta really learn the process of trading. So then mindset books. And then I realized somebody mentioned it. They were like, yo, you know there's Forex. I was like, yo, what's that? It's basically like binary, but Forex is, there's no time limit. So if you know the direction, all you gotta do, as long as you got proper risk rating. So once I found out about that, I was done with binary. Yeah. And then that's when everything started to change. So it was just, okay, learning to control my emotions, that was like the hardest part.
Yeah.
right? I think everybody can agree, like, that's really the hardest part, like, not getting too greedy, not over leveraging. So once I got that under control, then everything really started to take off.
Yeah.
So that was basically it.
That's real. That's real.
She hustled the hell out of me.
So the question I had for you was kind of similar to what you just asked. It's just simply asking, how would you handle your patience when it comes to trading? Because I know for a lot of the new trades coming in, as soon as you enter trades, you're in the red. It takes a long period of time to hit take profit. Like, how did you manage your patience when it came to that?
Honestly, like, and what's crazy, my dad used to always be like, if you're not patient, you're not patient. I'm like, yes I am, yes I am. It wasn't until I got into trading that I realized, damn, I'm not patient, right? Because you're right, the moment you come in, and that's like something you really can't even teach. You can only offer advice. You're not gonna know how that feels until you go through it. That's the thing about trading. You can't necessarily give somebody your patience. I can't teach you how to be calm and relaxed. Like, that's all personal stuff, right? And everybody got their patience. Some people are just absolutely not patient. So I had to just learn that, like, get comfortable, because I get so anxious, like, I want the money now, I want to make money now. And that's most people's mindset. Because you gotta understand, especially for us, because we weren't raised and born with money, we just come in thinking like, all right, boom, we gonna make $1 million. And there's nothing more depressing than watching your money go into the red. Seriously, especially if you've never seen money in front of you. It's like gambling, it's like being in the casino. So you just gotta realize, okay, this is not gambling. There's an actual system to this. If I learn the system and I follow the blueprint, I'll be all right. So I was like, all right, I really gotta just learn to be patient. Like one time, when I was going through like my trials and error, I would put in trades, I'd be like 600 pips in drawdown, right? Nothing crazy, just trying stuff out, just to see like, does this stuff even play out? And I realized, yo, this shit actually play out. Even though it went like 200, 300, 400 pips the other way, if you got the account size, you don't over leverage, that bad boy actually comes back around. So that's why I said, okay, so if I just up my knowledge and really understand so I don't get that bad of entries where I'm like 600 pips the other way, but it's just like, oh, okay, I'm 20 pip drawdown. Even if I go an extra 30, 40 pip, I know this bad boy gonna come around. That's why you guys will see me on the session. I'm like, I'm not worried about it. Right? I tell you guys pissed off on us because, you know, it's a responsible thing to do, but I did it. She won't come back around. Like, all I gotta do is be patient just one day. But that takes time. That's something you can't really. I can offer advice, I can tell you, but until you go through it, that's like me trying to teach you how to drive a car, just explaining it to you.
Yeah.
You gotta actually get behind the wheels and go through it to truly understand the process. All I can say is, you know, it's personal development. You gotta build that tolerance inside you, right? And you must learn it because it's such a big part of trading. If you don't learn to be patient in trading, like Warren Buffett says, trading is just a vehicle of money being transferred from the impatient to the patient. That's it.
That's real.
Who's next?
Sheila.
Hi, mine is kind of a two-part question, goes together. You are the highest paid educator on IML. My question is, what were the qualifications that you had to do to qualify to become an educator for IML, and how did you feel when Christopher Terry told you that you were actually going to be one of the educators?
So it's funny, there's actually no like job opening. I did a call the other day where somebody was like, no, I want to be an educator. And I'd be like, it's not something you just apply for. It just happened. So I ended up being an educator because when I first came to the platform, Chris Terry was only educator. But I don't know if anybody's ever seen Chris teach or whoever. He's very complex, and it's like being in a quantum physics class. Like, and people be on the session like, oh, I have no idea what this guy's talking about. All right? So, like I always say, you gotta dumb it down for the average person to do it. So I took on that responsibility, and I just started, you know, holding sessions. Like, I would just do it. Nobody asked me to do it, no nothing. I do it like 7 days a week. Right? And what's funny is when you're teaching somebody, you learn better yourself, right? So I just started teaching, and I got so good at it, you know, my name just started buzzing all the way around, like it got to Chris. So Chris was like, all right, cool. So as far as getting paid and everything like that, what it was basically a lot of educators, because of their ability to help people make money, some educators were helping people make money, but then they leave the platform and take that following with them. So at the time when that was happening, I was really, really popular in like 2018, 2019. Like obviously I'm still popular now, but I was like, my buzz was like super booming. So Chris and the company was afraid of me. I don't know if you guys remember, I had that telegram. Like everybody like relied on that telegram, yo. Like seriously, like that. It's like, like everybody relied. So that scared Chris and the company. They're like, what if Steve leaves one day? Like seriously, it was so bad. I had chairmen in other countries would inbox me and curse me out. They'd be like, yo, shut that damn telegram down, you know? I got people leaving my organization just making money off the telegram. And like, and I was in building at that time, so I didn't really feel their pain. So I would definitely feel it now, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So Chris, everybody's like, yo, Steve, we need you to turn this down. Listen, I will pay you. I was like, oh, okay. Guys, this telegram is no longer. They put a nice bag on the table, and I was like, oh shit, guys, telegram over. So that's how I basically became an educator for the platform, because everybody just wanted me on there teaching. And then number two, that's how I got paid, because really, they just scared me, like, yo, this guy gonna leave one day, he's gonna take everybody with him, we don't want that. So, boom. That's it. So now every educator, believe it or not, is basically on a contract. So that's how they stop that. So you can't, if you educating, you're on a contract, you can't go nowhere. And if you do, you will get sued. And you don't want to go up against Chris and his lawyers. No. Chris up like almost $1 billion. He got lawyers on retainer. You know how much money it takes to have a lawyer on retainer? Nah, you don't want to go to war with Chris. No, but he keeps me happy. The company keeps me happy, so I can't.
So, I'm going to go. And this is going to be a whole shift from trading.
Alright.
I want to talk to you about building your empire and building this business.
Alright.
So, for you, you're one of the top educators. You're already a multi-million-dollar trader in your own right. Like, what was the mindset shift for you to want to go like, you know what? I'm still a trader, but I want to go in and build a residual income as well. Because, you know, we have people like, I just want to trade, I just want to trade. Like, how did you shift your mind? And what was like the ultimate decision? Like, you know what? I want to impact lives. And then that residual money, that's where I'm at with it too.
Honestly, I was like that for the longest time. Like I said, especially once once the company started compensating me, like some of us educators, we get paid like chairmen. So as you can see, the lowest chairman rank is 10,000. So we really have no reason to build. But what it was like so many of these chairmen, especially these young kids, they like making ridiculous money, you know? And they would constantly come up to me and be like, yo, because of you, I hit this rank. Like Jay Stu. Jay Stu shows me utmost respect because he'd be like, yo, because of you, you got me to chairman 25. Thank you. That got me all the way. Now I'm a 250. Huh? So I would constantly get these kids, they're like 19, 20, 21 and all that stuff like that, and I'd just be like, all right, you know what, let me run up a bag, because if y'all doing it, I can do it. I just got that competitive spirit, like, nah, if you can do it, I can do it. And I've seen so many, you know, not to knock their hustle or their grind, I'm just like, you're just not better than me. So there ain't no way, if you can do it, as long as you're not doing nothing, you know, tricky behind the scenes, you being honest, that's what you did, all right, let me do the same thing, finally, let me get to work. Because for many of us, I said 2020, somebody asked me, what has 2020 meant to you so far? I said, especially business-wise, I said it's the year of the traders. You know why? If you notice, most of the go-live traders finally started to build a business and hit chairman. Look who hit chairman this year. I hit chairman. Nes Vasquez of Binary, he's hit chairman. Forex Chicks, Kim, she hit chairman. Who else? A bunch of educators hit chairman this year. Delonte hit chairman this year. And these were people who just traded. Kim never built with her high energy and everything like that. She never, and I would ask Kim, I'd be like, yo, Kim, why don't you build? Because you got the energy. She's like, nah, never built. But that's what it was. So a lot of us who did it are like, yo, we're really responsible for a lot of these kids hitting these ridiculous residual income. We'd be stupid not to take advantage of it. So then we finally said, nah, let's go all in. Let's just do it. And it's funny, it's been like a different challenge for me, right? Because like trading's a whole beast. You gotta have the right mindset, you gotta have this, you gotta have that. Building is another beast, right? You're dealing with multiple personalities. One of them calling me right now, but you know what I'm saying? Just like you dealing with that, and then you're trying to get them to operate at the best of their abilities, right? Like that's the challenge with like building. I'm trying to get the greatness out of you. I'm trying to get you to perform at your highest ability, right? I'm not trying to get you to perform at mine, because everybody got their limit, everybody got that plateau. But if I can get you to perform at the highest of your level, right, that's gonna get you to this rank, that rank, right? You might hit Chairman 10. So you might hit Chairman 25, like that's a ceiling, maybe 50. So that's what I take pride in. It's like working with people, building them up. As long as they're coachable, they follow the game plan, right? They follow the rules and everything like that. And then that's been it. So that was why I started building, and then that's my mindset as far as like why I'm doing it. I like to see other people evolve and grow. I like to, just like I like helping people make 6-7 figures trading, which I've done that with a lot of people. Now I like to see people go from nothing now chairmen. Like my goal is I need 20 chairmen before the end of 2021. That's the goal.
Let's go.
For sure. So, this amazing weekend that you've been teaching us, I definitely appreciate it, and I want to say thank you. But as far as like sticking with the building aspect of it, having that competitive aspect of seeing a lot of people doing a lot of things. As far as your development, like what did you finally instill, or what did you feel like you instilled in yourself to have that stable foundation to just grow?
What did I instill in myself?
Yeah.
What I had to do was basically, again, believe. Like, that's one thing I've done that I don't think I've done in the past, especially building, is like believe. And don't get me wrong, I believe. I believe in myself. Like, I've never had a confidence issue or anything like that. I play sports. So it's like, athletes are some of the most cockiest, overconfident people in the world. You know what I mean? So to me, I always find, I found it weird, like, people just have low self-esteem. I just never did. You know what I'm saying? So I realized, okay, cool. I gotta now learn how to condition people to believe in themselves. And the only way I can do that, I gotta start with me first. Right? I gotta believe in like the vision. I gotta believe in that process. So that's what I had to do. So more personal development. Look at that, Jim Rohn. Look at all that nuggets he dropped. And y'all didn't even watch that whole thing. And y'all wrote mad notes. Like he was like, yeah, she was geek, right? Like yeah. So I started getting into all of that and all that. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So a lot of that now pours into you guys, right? But at first I didn't instill that in myself. That became like my foundation. I said, okay, the only way I'm gonna get people to grow, I gotta grow. Because this is a different challenge. This is not just, trading is personal. Trading is personal. You don't need nobody else. That's why I used to be like, I don't care if you call me, whatever, or anything like that. Like, that's personal. But building, it's not personal. That requires team effort. That requires constant communication. That's why I tell people all the time, no matter what, I gotta be the neutral. I gotta be the bigger person. I can't get in arguments and fight and everything like that because I gotta set the foundation. I gotta set the, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be the mediator, you gotta be this, you gotta be that. And that requires a different type of patient in me, right? Gotta be patient that way. Gotta listen, gotta understand, and then you gotta raise their belief level. So, but all that has to start with me first.
Sure.
I was gonna say, so throughout all the millionaires this company been making, starting at age 19 and up, what would you advise to the people who still don't believe in the vision that we got going on?
Well, the people who don't believe in the vision, the problem is they can't think outside of their reality, right? Because most people, their reality is, certain individuals, all they know is poverty. All they know is the drug names. All they know is, you know, their current reality. Your reality is a reflection of your strongest belief, right? So if you wake up every day for the last 5, 10 years, how many every year, and all you saw is, you know, death, heartache, you know, pain, working 40, 50, 60-hour shifts, that's all you know, and then somebody comes along and says, hey, you could be a six-figure earner in 90 days. What are you talking about? That's not life. That's not reality. That's not the truth. The truth is, I'm gonna have to work in this warehouse and do this for the next 40, 50, 60 years until the day I die. I can't think outside the box, so that's why I said, if anything, what I realized, if you guys notice, all the prospects I've been talking to and everything like that, I'd be like, yo, it's not about the money. Get the money. It's the mindset. Like, can you think outside of your reality? Your current reality. Because your current reality, all you know is my job. If I want to make money, it's my job. If you're not working a job, the only way I know how to get money is to hustle on the street. Or do whatever it is. See what I'm saying? You got to break that mold and let them know, like, yo, nah, there's a bigger world than your current reality. So the more I realize, you know what? There's a bigger world. Even now, there's levels to this. My current reality is, yeah, it's good and everything like that, but still, boom, I'm trying to break through and see the bigger picture. And then there's another picture, right? Because every new level, there's a new you, right? But you can only get there if you grow. So when you're talking to people, that's why when I talk to people now, and you've seen it, you watch it, right? It's just making them understand, like, what's the plan? What are we really doing here, right? I want you to, have you ever really thought about your reality, your current situation? So my advice to everybody is just think bigger, much faster. And if they can't think bigger by themselves, it's your job to help them. Make sense?
My question kind of similar because that's the main important thing in this business is like self-belief and confidence. So that was gonna be my question because that was something I struggle with. So like, what advice would you give to like the new beginners or people that's watching this that they're interested but like don't believe in themselves? So just the importance of, you know, knowing you can do it and having that confidence because it starts with yourself.
Right, well, again, you can say it to a person, a lot of times you really gotta show them. They gotta actually see it. That's why when you do things like this, I could have easily got a 4-bedroom house. Little rinky-dinky, I said, nah, I'm gonna get this. Said, why you getting this? I said, no, because I knew you guys were coming up, and I knew a lot of you guys were brand new. You've never seen this type of environment. You need to see it. Look how many people came in yesterday. They saw this, they were looking at this, they were going around, they went into the master bedroom. Wow, there's a tub in the floor. You know what I'm saying? And then now it's like seeing that, now the reality changed. Because outside of music videos or, you know, watching some, you know, travel ad on social media or whatever, their real reality and function is whatever they deal with on a day-to-day basis, right? So again, you gotta break that mold, right? If you notice, everybody who's ranked up and you listen to their story and they talk about why they're now, it's like, yo, they believe, they finally believe. Monte, you said it, yo, bro, when I got in this, I didn't play with it. Why would you play with it? Because you didn't believe. All you knew was your current reality, which was, yo, I gotta play ball. That's how I'm gonna make it to the league and take care of my family. That's all you knew. That's all you cared about, right? It wasn't until you finally, you know, life punched you in the face and now you're at home and you're like, you know, what I really gotta do something different. Let me look at this opportunity again and look at it from the perspective that Chris was trying to show me. And then the more you dig into it, you're like, oh wow, now your reality expands. Now you got options. Now you're like, okay, I don't gotta just rely on my talent. Because like I always say, people think, you know, you only ever become successful to if you're talented or knowledgeable. A lot of people think they're talented and then realize, oh, you're not the talented. I thought I was talented. I'm like, no, I ain't talented. When I'm sitting on the bench and you're losing by 30 in the playoffs, I'm fighting with my coach and the players, and I'm like, yeah, man, this ain't lit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give this up, right? And I gotta find a new reality. So it kind of goes back to what you're saying, like, damn, what would you tell a younger yourself? 2010, I was really depressed because I said basketball. Okay, basketball didn't work out. I said, okay, I'm gonna work on Wall Street, I'm gonna be this big shot. Wall Street didn't work out. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't got no guidance for nothing. Where do I go? And when you think about that psychologically, that messes with your head. That like really screws you up. When you don't see a path, and that's most people, they don't see no path. They don't see no way out. Right? And that's the scary part that most people don't realize. When you don't see no way out, that's when it really gets scary. Like, damn, I'm seeing no way out. And even though I'm seeing little opportunities here and here and here, you know deep down, that's not it. Like you said, you work that job, you're like, no, this is not it, man. This is not it. And by me staying here, my soul is dying. Nothing worse than watching a person's soul die. When your soul dies, forget about it, right? So that's why I said, the main thing I do now, I try to instill that belief in people, make them understand, like, yo, like this is an option you can take advantage of, equal opportunity, because you're not going to get that equal opportunity out there. Right? Here, it's all on you. That's what I like. Right? I like stuff where it's all on me. Give me your shot, it's all on me. You work in corporate America, it's not all on you. It's politics, it's this, it's that. You got that person, that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Here, this platform, it's all on you. That's why when a lot of people call you, Steve, I need this.
All right, that was amazing. I am so excited because I am literally sitting at a table with so much brilliance, guys. I am with a chairman. I am with so many platinum leaders that are also going to be chairmen. There's not many opportunities that you can sit at a table and actually ask questions to a multi-millionaire. So even though you guys are not here, you guys are in here through spirit, through all of us, guys. So if you have any questions, please let us know. When you join our team, you actually really get hands-on education, and you actually have access to mentors like this that pours into his people. So I want you guys to really take that in mind, and we'll see you next time.
Don't do photography.
It's okay. I'll stick to Forex.
All right, let's go, fam.
Let's go! Now, how many chairmen do I got in this building today? How many chairmen? Stop playing with us!
See, 2.5 million the whole gang. I swear.
Yes.
Period. Because guess what? We about our bread. Stop playing with us. Stop playing. We got the game. We finna get this bread. So if you're thinking about trading, you ain't gotta think no more. Let's get this bread.